Episode 7 of OC15 Orb and Crown single player demo starts with a turn replay, so we'll go straight to it. We left off with the turn being completed and just about to hit end turn, so let's do that and see what the adversaries have got for us. Okay, so we have a decision first off where Chief Githinho presents you with two proposals to increase the production of the Tribal League. The first one is to open the mines. The hills of the Doom's Peak are rich in resources. Send miners to construct a settlement there and exploit the wealth that lies beneath the earth. The other one is to open a trade route. A distant land has offered to trade with us. Their merchants are unreliable, but the wealth they bring will assist our treasury. They also offer a sea hunter crew to sweeten the offer. Do you want to open the mines or begin trading? So let's have a look at what the notes say. The mines, this option will provide the resource value of 2 mines and a town, which is around about 50 gold pieces per turn, for the initial cost of 50 gold pieces for 2 turns. The mines will commence operation from Redfall, which is the 11th month, or November, 2400. Alternatively, a trade route. This option has a 50% chance per turn to provide 75 gold pieces to Tribal League's treasury. A 5 strength sea hunter will be launched at Dryport Harbour. So you're basically deciding whether you want to have an immediate, pretty much an immediate, from November anyway, and consistent input of gold pieces into the treasury, or you want a more inconsistent but around about the same amount of gold pieces plus a sea hunter ship. So when we view the map here, we see that the Doom Peak mines are here, and I would normally, in fact, I'm going to override the RNG in this case, just in case it gives the wrong option. But because of the option that I've taken of attacking towards Xantu and then Emberu, I need these mines to be open as a launching pad to attack against Meripon and take out Emberu. So in this case, I am actually going to override the RNG and say open the mines. If I hadn't been doing that, if I had been doing a more diplomatic sort of approach with the Tribal League, then either option is really good. It's up to you if you want to have an extra ship or not, and how you want your gold pieces to go into the treasury. Three down is sympathetic to Mulcan because Mulcan has just mobilized, which is good. And we're starting to get the Angfordians are getting a much higher income each turn now. 170 gold pieces is still not huge, but when Moradon comes on board it will increase, and if they get other allegiance coming on board such as the Dwarf Kingdom, it will increase yet again. Tribal League is even more pitiful than usual because they are using 50 gold pieces for 2 turns to construct those mines. So the replay is running, and I don't anticipate there'll be much. There you go. We've found Draka. And as predicted, he has decided to take out one of the weakest units on the board in those militia there. That is good intel, but it is frightening because it means that when we attack Waters Bend, probably lose 1 unit almost every turn. Depending on how well the AI plays. So it's going to be a little bit dicey for a bit. When we get to the turn, I'll also explain another reason why I might want to hesitate. Right, so we lost that militia from Donsborough. Keeland has joined Andania. And we have East Kilmar has gone to the adversaries 25% and North Delma has gone to the adversaries 15%. So the allegiance of the Vikings are on the move politically as well. Okay, this is a decision that I will leave up to the RNG. It's an important one though, and normally when you're playing this one you'd probably take it just about every single time. Let's have a look at what it's about first. The Cloud Giants of Skyreach have seen our mighty army and have offered to join us. Do you agree to this arrangement? Yes. Or should we send their messenger back to their mountain fastness empty-handed? No. So what's it about? Well, let's have a look at the map first. They will appear around here, around Ulven. But there's more than just the giants, because these guys are cloud giants. So the Cloud Giants also have a white dragon led in their Sky Castle, which also joins you. Both are powerful units that should be protected. If you agree to this alliance, ownership of a Sky Castle and Dragon will be given to you for the cost of 50 gold pieces for 10 turns. 500 gold pieces, that gives you some sort of idea of how useful these units actually are. They can attack at range and they can attack with force and power. Alright, but I am going to go to the RNG for it and see what it comes up with. Be back shortly. I'm glad it agrees with me. Alright, so thankfully the RNG has agreed with me, and we will take the Sky Castle and the Dragon with us on board. Skyreach Cloud Giants join Guildford. There's the Sky Castle, and there's the White Dragon that's with them. Okay, Tribal League, it's elites. Put them here. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got the Sky Castle with us, the decision has already kind of been made to attack Water's Bend. Now there's two things that make me hesitate. The first one is that now I know that Draka is in Crow's Hold. I know that there is a real danger of losing at least one unit each turn. He has the capacity with his breath weapon to wipe out a unit to at least a half to 2/3 of its strength, and anything left behind, any other units that happen to be in the castle or in Water's Bend itself, will finish them off. So that will be a difficult thing to do, and I'm hoping that it will continue to be the coward that it is and will take out those militia units that I'm going to send out to bait it as I go. The other reason that I might hesitate is because I know that as the designer of this campaign, that there's a decision about to appear that could influence the way things go. It doesn't influence it in the immediate sense, but if you were to if I'm about to start this attack and I get the opportunity to send troops home to produce more from their farms, the strength of those units will be decreased, but I will get a better income from that extra production. So in a normal sense, it's better to say no in that case. We'll get to it in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to try an attack upon this castle and see how it goes. First thing I'll do, of course, is check out who Ammond is. Okay, so he's the main ones, I guess. I don't think he can take on any more than that, no. So I would say that they are the best units that he can command. Trouble is, these guys can't make it. So that's the Crystallite elites. So in that case, I will detach them and attach these ones here. So these are the four main attackers. This could go belly up, it really could. So let's move these guys up first, just to do a little bit of spotting. Right, that's what I expected. There is a veteran unit sitting in the castle itself, and I can almost guarantee that there's an elite unit in Water's Bend itself. So to confirm that, I'll send this garrison across to here, and there it is. There's the elite and an infantry unit on the river as well. So the Dreadworm has defended Water's Bend quite well. He's in Crow's Hold if he hasn't moved since last turn, and probably a leader, and maybe the Vikings will be here as well. Alright, so the question then becomes what to attack with first. It looks like it has to be the Giants and the elites from here. So I'll send the Giants up first. Being a little bit mercenary, I know that they're going to leave the war once Draka is defeated anyway, so if they lose quite a few points, then so be it. Now that looks like a terrible option, 2-0, but I'm going to take it anyway because I'm just going to try to reduce their entrenchment a bit. You can see I've lost 4 points already. Now these guys are doing much more damage, and we can see that they're down to 3 strength. So I'll move these guys up. Crystallites up as well. I'll try and keep them out of view, even though I think I recall that when I set the difficulty level that the AI gets a +1 range of visibility. So instead of being able to see 2 X's, it can see 3. So pretty much everything is visible to Draka. What he attacks will be it'll be interesting, the consequences of that. I'm hoping he'll be a coward, as he has been. Right, I'm going to bring down these stone giants, and where are we? That's about it. Oh, you can see that the Vikings are now on the border near the river and will be attacking fairly soon. So in that case, I'll just increase the strength of the Cloud Castle. This is a minor dragon, so it can't go any higher than 5 points until its experience level increases, in which case it could potentially go up to 8 strength. Whereas the great dragons like Draka and Imrith down in Wartenheim can go up to potentially 13 points. Draka never gets, or Draka starts on 13 points. Imrith never seems to get that high. So they are deadly, there's no doubt about it. Alright, that's it for that part. Over here, these guys continue to put up a good resistance, even though now there's these giants, so that will make it a little bit more interesting. And I've got 233 points, and I think I'm just going to save that for now, except to give Crystallis a bright shiny new suit of armor to protect her a bit if by chance anything gets through here. It's unlikely to. We still haven't seen Wartenheim yet. They're going to attack from somewhere. It looks like they're going to attack into Moradon because there's nothing gathering here to attack against Malkan. Alright, looking at Angford, they are ready to move, and I'm so happy that I know that the Draka is over here, because now I can start moving up to threaten his southern flank with immunity. Because if he's over here, my elite units and everything else are very vulnerable. I have 186, so I'm going to put that into getting Amist up to full health. And start building up the navy a bit, and also put his guards down here in Terzar. Over to the Ancients, building up their fleet, building up their leaders, and 96. I'll just continue to build up a few more units with that. Leave the 40 there. No, I'll have a look at diplomacy. Got 1 chit left, and I'll put that into Cardia, the same as I did last time. Quicker we can get those on the board for the Tribal League, the better it will be. 263 for Malkan. Now the thing is, if Wartenheim does attack through into Moradon, that will make them vulnerable over here on the eastern side. So that's the consequence. For a very successful attack of theirs into Moradon means that I can make a fairly successful attack into Wartenheim itself. So that's what I'll be preparing for once I get that. Can I get in there? No. Right, once I get that that second elite unit. 236 points. I think it might be time to think about some research. They don't get very much in terms of industry. Their industry will go up 15% per level. So it's good, but it's not as good as some of the other countries. So I think what I'm going to do is I want them to be able to move pretty quickly. I'm going to go for March in Formation as the first research that they do. And the Tribal League, just still waiting to build that large humanoid unit that's there, or to get some allies. Allegiance on side. Okay, well that's 15 minutes again, so it's going to start with a replay next turn as well. Okay, see you then. Cheers.